Hello everyone, my name is Elizabeth. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, then I would love for you to subscribe and also hit the bell notification so you can actually be notified when I do post a video. So today we're talking about 10 habits that have greatly helped me to reduce my anxiety, and definitely things that go along with anxiety as well, such as OCD and intrusive thoughts. I have a video about my experience with intrusive thoughts and OCD that I posted a couple months ago, so I'm gonna link it down below. So if you'd like, you can definitely check it out. When I say anxiety, I don't mean having a lot of things to do and just feeling stressed and feeling a little anxious, although I'm not discrediting that at all. We all feel anxiety and we feel things in different ways and on different levels, but I am specifically talking more about having everything go fine. You're just going about your day, you're waking up in the morning, you're driving to work, and you're just practically drowning in extremely negative thoughts, in absolutely overwhelming emotions, spiraling down. You're scared, you're in a state of fear, and you don't know why. It's just something that your mind is doing, and you're feeling it in your head and you're feeling it in your body, and you just don't know what to do about it. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not saying that these are cures for anything, but in my experience, I feel like the combination of all of these things have helped me drastically to improve anxiety and anything that's connected to it. And if you have any tips or tricks that have helped you out or that help you on a daily basis, then definitely comment below and let me know. A really life-changing idea for me has been the fact that I was analyzing this anxiety, and just because it gets so frustrating, you know that it's not something that actually makes sense or should be happening because everything seems fine. I started analyzing it, and then I realized that I'm freaking out about all of these things that are just piling up that I think I should be doing or I should have done, and this and that, and all these fears. And then I'm like, I just want to feel happy. I just want to feel good and balanced. And I realized that anxiety and all of those thoughts that come with it, they're all lies. It's going to keep happening, and it's going to keep telling you that you need this or you need that or you should have done this or that, and making you reanalyze everything and anything, when in reality all you want to do is feel balanced and feel happy. You're going to keep on following those thoughts and allowing it to eat you up, then no matter what it is that you're going to do or you're going to change on the outside, it's still not going to give you that feeling of peace and happiness that you ultimately want. And so I told myself that I want to feel happy, then I have to do it now. I have to stop believing those anxious thoughts. I have to stop following that and reacting emotionally to those things. Just do whatever it is that I can to feel good and to feel happy and just to feel unbalanced right now. And the following habits have definitely helped me to be a little more present and just feel better in the moment. So the first habit that has helped me immensely is the idea of not following the thought. The hardest thing to do, obviously, when you are feeling anxious is to have control over your mind, and that's why it's so frustrating. However, it is possible, and it's just something that you have to keep practicing and being more and more aware. Start analyzing your thoughts and being aware of what's going on, especially when you do feel bad, when you feel anxious. Observe your thoughts and see what it is that your mind is actually thinking and telling you. And understand that as hard as it may seem, you have the power to either go along with the thought or to not follow the thought. Especially in the beginning, when you just start getting those little anxious thoughts that eventually build up to that chaos, catch that thought, and instead of getting upset about it or starting to feel scared or worrying about it, just kind of let it go and let it be on its way. Just treat it like any other thought and let it just keep flowing. And instead of emotionally responding, just allow those thoughts to flow. Like clouds in the sky, just let them flow, let them go. Then eventually those thoughts and that anxiety starts fading away because it's not picking up any momentum, so it has nothing to work with in a way, so it eventually starts fading away. And it really helps you to feel in control and you got this, and that anxiety does not rule your world, and that you do have control over your mind and you do have a choice of what it is that you choose to focus on. Habit number 2 that has really helped me with reducing anxiety is not eating bread. I don't know if this sounds strange to anyone or if anyone can relate. I know that my sister can relate. Hi. Analyzing diet, what you put into your body, and Understanding what makes you feel better and what makes you feel worse is a huge part of mental health and physical health, and I talk about it in like every single video, but it's simple, it's basic. It's amazing how big of a difference changing your diet can make. I noticed that for years, at first eating like white bread and some carbs, like I don't really feel that like from pasta or anything, but from white bread and some things with gluten, you know, I used to break out a lot, I used to feel bloated, and then as I grew older, it actually started affecting my mind state like drastically. And something happens in your body when you don't get the thing that you need, or you get like the wrong thing, that it completely changes your mindset. I love bagels, but I know that if I eat bagels for a couple of days, there will come a day, a couple of days later, where I feel absolutely just depressed and down. And this might sound silly, and that's fine. Our bodies react in different ways, allergies come out in different ways, and what affects your physical body will also affect your mental health. An important reminder to understand that it's all a combination and it all works together. I definitely suggest that you really focus on what you put into your body and try your best to cut out the things that make you feel worse, that make you feel sluggish. It makes a huge difference. Habit number 3 that has reduced my anxiety is listening to audiobooks when I'm driving. Obviously, I love music like every other human being, but I noticed that when I listen to stimulating music without having a physical outlet, without working out or dancing, being in a social environment, whatever it is, if I'm just driving or I'm by myself and I'm listening to this like hyper stimulating music, rock music, dance music, it gives me a high in the moment, and then a couple hours later I crash. And I think it definitely has something to do with kind of like building up that stimulation and then not really burning it off, and so it just kind of comes out in this negative way. And so instead I listen to more calming music, listen to 40s music, my French accordion music, or I just listen to audiobooks. Audiobooks really help me to center and really bring my mind into focus on something positive and bring something positive and good into my mind. Same with TV. There are certain TV shows that I love watching. After watching it, I just feel so bad. And so that means that I probably shouldn't be watching that show often. I'm not saying that you have to completely cut out music and cut out TV. Not at all. I'm just saying that it's important to be aware of what makes you feel certain ways and forming a balance that's eventually going to help you out. What you put in your mind will come out in the way that you feel physically, and what you put into your physical body will also show up in your mental state. It's all connected. So definitely be observant and be kind to yourself. Next habit that's really helpful is staying active. Even if it's just 3 minutes of doing abs in the morning, it completely changes the direction that my day is going to go into and how my mind is going to feel and what state my mind is going to be in. Of a stretch, workout, yoga just really centers you and really helps you to, again, just calm your thoughts down, calm your mind down, burn off some energy, and give a positive direction to your day. So whether it's in the morning or it's throughout the day, staying active and being physical is something that you should not forget. Again, something simple and basic, but it can make all the difference. So doing affirmations is something that I wasn't a big fan of before because it just kind of felt like a chore, but then recently it just kind of started happening naturally, and it's been really helpful to set the mood to my day and to keep my mind calm. So starting every morning with just certain phrases that you tell yourself in your life about yourself, and specifically it works best if you do phrase it in a present form and an I am kind of phrasing, something like I am happiness, I am well-being, I am balance, just something like that. Just positive affirmations that relate to who you are in the present moment. Just having a couple of those and taking a minute or two to just kind of say them to yourself, it just really helps to, again, give your mind something positive to focus on, and it gives it some kind of structure in a way. It helps me to kind of allow the day to go in a positive direction. And organizing is a huge habit that's been super helpful for me in many ways. Whether you do feel anxious or not, just organizing your life and your day and your house is just really important for your mental health in general. What surrounds you, usually a reflection of what's going on in your head, and if you want your head to be balanced and organized, it's a good idea to keep everything around you organized as well. And for me, just having a little bit of a planner and writing out things that I need to do and I need to get done gives my mind something to focus on, and it feels reassured. It feels like it knows what's going on, so it's less likely to feel chaotic and worried and kind of drift away into that negative space. Definitely organizing your day, your week, setting goals, and physically just organizing what's around you is a great way to reduce anxiety and to stay a little bit calmer. Next habit that I strongly recommend that you try out, and this is something that I recently started doing, is setting segment intentions. And again, we just talked about affirmations, which are amazing, but also something that I heard about, I believe it's called segment intentions. I might be wrong, but I believe that's what it's called. If you're familiar with law of attraction, then you're probably familiar with intention. Instead of just hoping for things to go a certain way, set an intention for yourself. Setting an intention for the day, you can say, today's gonna be a good day. Regardless of what's gonna happen, I'm gonna stay calm and I'm gonna stay focused and I'm going to trust the universe. And kind of say that to yourself a couple of times, really feel it and really just send it out there and let that be the intention for the day. What's really helped me to stay calm and feel less anxious is setting intentions a couple times a day. So set an intention for your morning, and then set an intention for the day at work, and then set an intention for your evening. If you're going to something that triggers your anxiety, it's a good idea to set an intention before that. So if you know that you get anxious at work while driving there, just set an intention to observe your thoughts and not get carried away with negative thoughts. Stay calm regardless of the circumstances and regardless of what's going on. I'm going to stay calm and I'm going to stay present, and I'm not going to allow myself to get sucked into negativity. Really mean it and believe it for yourself. And so you can do that, again, like I said, 3 times a day. Before you go into a new activity, you can set an intention, and that again helps your mind to stay focused on what it needs to do, and it's less likely to get swept up into the whirlpool of anxiety. The next important habit is reminding yourself that everything has its own time. You have to remind yourself that everything doesn't have to get done now. It won't, most likely, and it shouldn't. Everything has its own time and its own place. Just focus on where you are now and do your best with what you have around you. Work hard and set intentions and be focused. Really take in all that you have in the present moment and work with what you have here, because what happened in the past or what's going to happen in the future a lot of the time isn't even relevant to what's going on in the moment. But again, it's anxiety's way of tricking you into panic mode. Don't expect things to all happen right here, right now, but just kind of learn to have patience, wait things out, and just work and set intentions in the present moment. It could really help to reduce anxiety. Sometimes when anxiety gets really bad, all you can do is just wait it out and let it go and not fight it, because the more you fight it, the worse it can get, the more drained you're going to get, the more overwhelmed you're going to get. Sometimes the only thing you can do is to give in, and that's sometimes the best thing that you can do. People feel things in different ways, and these are habits that really helped me, but it's so important to do your own research, and it's really bad. It's important to seek help, and it's important to talk to other people, and if you need to try medication, then that's something that you have to try. But I just think it's important to say that, because you should never just listen to one person and let that be your ultimate solution. It's important to listen to different people and hear different opinions and try different things, and then kind of find the combination that best works for you. So I think it's really important to remember that. Just learning about the way your mind works and reading books and articles and watching videos on how other people handle mental health and anxiety and what helps them to feel good and to feel in harmony and in balance, and really trying it out for yourself and just hearing different opinions and understanding the way your mind and body works, what makes you happy, what makes you feel better, what makes you feel worse. Just doing that research and learning about it really helps you to feel more in control over your body, and it's not something that you just have to be a victim to. You kind of remind yourself that you do have control and that you do have the power to feel the way that you want to feel, even though it might take work and it might take practice. It's possible. And just really studying the way that your body and your mind specifically works in your case could be really helpful in finding the solutions, figuring out what is ultimately going to help you. The next really helpful habit is picking your battles. I've learned that there are things that I can control and there are things that I can't control. When you're feeling anxious, your anxiety in your head might be just completely beating you up with things that you should do, that you should be worried about, what you should be panicking about. In reality, you most likely won't get the solution that you're looking for when you are in panic mode. It's important to choose your battles. There are things that you either have to deal with, come up with a solution and act on it, and there are things that you have to let go and kind of give to the universe and trust that it will work out. And sometimes I would kind of get into this mindset that, oh, well, if I panic and if I keep thinking about it, then things are going to work out. But it's a lie. It's not true. That's not how it works. And in the end, you're just going to feel exhausted and drained and still anxious. So it's important to be aware of what it is that you can change and what it is that you can do, and actually take action and do it, and what's just not in your control, and just let those things go. So ultimately, it's all about keeping your mind in balance. And as soon as that one negative, that one anxious thought kind of comes to you, it's easy to get scared and panic and start giving it energy and allowing the momentum to build, and in a couple of seconds, you're just drowning in this whirlpool of negativity and anxiety and fear and panic. If you can catch yourself in that early stage and not allow yourself to get swept away in that, and instead kind of maintain balance within your mind, that is an ultimate big step to not allowing yourself to fall into anxiety and not allow it to run your world and run your life. Easier said than done, but I think that with trying the right things out and just with practice and with being mindful, it is possible. And different people feel different things. If it's really bad, it's really important to reach out for help and to talk to someone and listen to what the doctor says and try medication that's right for you. Everyone is very unique and their needs are specific, so it's important to listen to different opinions and different people and kind of find the things that really ultimately will work for you. So leave a comment below and let me know what kind of things work for you and what helps you to feel better. I'd love to see what you have to say, and I think that would be super helpful, not just for me but for everyone else reading. So give this video a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it, and subscribe for more videos on being your authentic self and creating your dream life. I'm sending you so much love and positivity. I hope that you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next video.